I knew something was wrong when the cashier stopped smiling. It wasn't abrupt, just a delay, half a second too long. Her eyes dropped to the screen, lifted to my face, then went back down again, like she was confirming something she didn't want to acknowledge. "Just a moment," she said. My groceries sat between us. Eggs, coffee, oranges, a frozen meal I hadn't planned to buy. Normal things, proof of routine, proof I belonged here. The scanner stayed silent. She reached under the counter and pressed a button I couldn't see. A manager appeared almost immediately, mid-40s, clean haircut, corporate posture. He didn't look at me first. He looked at the screen, then my hands, then my face. "Sir," he said, polite, "could I see a second form of ID?" "Why?" I asked. He didn't answer. He repeated the request, softer, the way you speak to someone you think might resist. "A second form of ID." I handed him my credit card. He didn't take it. He watched my fingers instead, as if the motion itself mattered. "Is something wrong?" I asked. The smile stayed, the eyes didn't. "Probably nothing. Our system just needs a quick verification." He nodded towards the security guard near the entrance. The guard wasn't moving fast, he didn't need to. His thumb rested on the radio clipped to his vest, poised like this wasn't his first time. I slid my driver's license across the counter. The manager glanced at it for less than a second. Then he looked at me again, like the photo didn't resolve, like I was the error. "Thank you," he said, and he walked away with it. The cashier kept her eyes down. Behind me, the line quietly split itself and rerouted to another register. No complaints, no looks. Just a subtle avoidance, like my cart had become an inconvenience. When the manager came back, he placed my license on the counter gently, almost respectfully. "Everything's fine," he said, too smooth. "Can you just confirm your address?" It was a simple question. It felt anything but. "My address," I repeated. "Yes," he said. "Routine." The scanner beeped once, accidentally, then went quiet again. A man behind me sighed, irritated. I felt the pressure of other people's time pushing at my back, the instinct to comply so the world could keep moving. So I said it. "My address." The manager nodded once, satisfied, and slid my license back. "You're all set. Sorry for the inconvenience." The cashier scanned my items quickly now. She didn't look at me again. I paid. I left. I carried my groceries to my car with the sensation that I'd passed an exam I didn't remember studying for. On the drive home, I checked my mirrors more than necessary. Nothing followed me. That should have helped. It didn't. At home, I put the groceries away, washed my hands, opened my laptop, like routine could close whatever had opened. There was an email from my bank. Security notice, account access, temporarily limited. I clicked. Not a fraud alert, not a warning. A courteous message explaining my account had been restricted for verification purposes. I read it twice. I called the number listed. After the menus, a woman answered. "Full name?" I gave it. "Date of birth?" I gave it. "Address?" I paused, less than a second, but she heard it. "Sir," she said gently. I gave it. Typing, then a quiet inhale, like she'd opened a file she hadn't expected. "One moment," she said. "Hold music, soft piano, cheerful." It made my teeth ache. A man came on the line, calm, professional, the kind of voice that sounds trained. "Mr. Hart," he said, "we're conducting a routine review of your identity verification." "Why?" I asked. "We're seeing inconsistencies." "What inconsistencies?" "Have you changed your phone number recently?" "No." "Your address?" "No." "Requested new cards?" "No." A pause. "Do you have any reason to believe your identity has been compromised?" I answered honestly. "Yes." Another pause. Longer. "I see," he said. Have you filed any reports? Yes. With whom? The police, credit bureaus. That may be part of the issue. I waited. To restore full access, he continued, we'll need you to complete an in-person verification. At a branch? Yes. Online isn't possible. This is required. He gave me an address 10 minutes from my apartment. When the call ended, the line stayed silent longer than necessary. I sat there, laptop open, groceries half unpacked, realizing the same word had followed me all day. Routine. And for the first time, I wondered what would happen if the system decided I wasn't part of it anymore. I went the next morning because there was no alternative that didn't look like panic. When a system tightens around you, you try to be legible. You show up. The bank branch looked like every other one. Clean glass, soft lighting, neutral colors designed to lower your voice before you even speak. The air smelled faintly of printer paper and disinfectant. A woman at the front desk smiled. Appointment? Yes, I said. Identity verification. Her smile stayed, but her eyes sharpened. Name? Mason Hart, she typed, stopped typing. The smile adjusted just slightly. Please have a seat, Mr. Hart. I sat in the waiting area beneath a muted screen, looping images of families shaking hands. A man in a suit tapped his foot. An older woman read a retirement pamphlet slowly, as if speed might draw attention. 5 minutes passed, then 10. No one called my name again. Instead, a banker leaned toward the receptionist and spoke quietly. I couldn't hear the words, but I saw her nod, then glance at me, then look away. The banker approached. Tall, calm, well-fitted suit. Mr. Hart, he said, come with me. His hand was cold. He led me into a small office and closed the door without comment. He didn't sit. Before we proceed, he said, I need to confirm you're the correct Mason Hart. I am, I said. He nodded once, like I'd said the expected thing. A folder was already on his desk. He slid a page toward me. My name, my social, my address. Below it, a column titled Verification Events. Some were mine, some weren't. He tapped one with his finger. This verification was completed yesterday. I wasn't here yesterday. He didn't react. According to our records, you were. That's impossible. We have a photo capture, he said. He turned his monitor. A webcam image filled the screen. A man sitting in this office. Same posture, similar build. Not my face, close enough for a machine. Wrong enough for my body. That's not me, I said. The image passed biometric thresholds, he replied calmly. I'm right here, I said. Look at me. He did. Slowly, like comparing two files. I am, he said. He opened the folder. Inside were signed forms, my name written the way I write it. The same slant, the same pressure. My hand stayed still. Those aren't mine, I said. He nodded, recording, not agreeing. We are required to treat the most recently verified identity as primary until a dispute is resolved. Primary, I repeated. You mean me? I mean the profile, he said, the identity behaving consistently in our systems. There's another profile, I said. There are two, he corrected, both tied to the same credentials. And you don't see a problem. It's procedural, he said, not personal. He folded his hands. I'll ask a few questions. Please answer calmly. Date of birth, address, mother's maiden name, first pet. I answered immediately, then he paused. For behavioral confirmation, he said, what time did you log into online banking yesterday? I didn't. He stopped typing, looked up. For the first time, something settled in his expression. Certainty. One profile completes verifications, he said. It behaves predictably. It doesn't escalate. And the other? It files reports, freezes accounts, creates noise. Noise. I understood then. I'm the noise, I said. He didn't correct me. We can open a dispute, he said. Your access will be limited while we investigate. How long? Several weeks, possibly longer. And the other profile? It remains primary. I stood up. In the lobby, the receptionist smiled again. The same smile as the cashier's. Not fear, compliance. My phone buzzed. Unknown number, don't make this public. Another message followed. We can fix it if you stop. At home, I checked my door camera history. The timestamps were there. The footage was gone. An email arrived from the bank. Thank you for completing in-person verification. Time-stamped yesterday. Then a notification from the grocery store app. Profile update complete. I remembered the cashier's pause, the moment her screen decided I was no longer the customer.